we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They go play action now. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. Mitchell.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is uh-oh. He's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. The first down screen pass, good for 5. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there, with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jackson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Christian Watson.
60 yards.
And the Ravens are once again back in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one.
Now 2nd and 3.
They run with Richardson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Henry again on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Jackson now. And his throw here's incomplete.
The Ravens at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And, partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
To throw again is Jackson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
First run now for Kyren Williams.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards in the first down. And again, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wheeler. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Richardson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Christian Watson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Try the right side with Mitchell.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. George Karlaftis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Jackson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on first down. McCray, a beautiful fake. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Second and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Inside handoff, Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Walker has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. A give here to Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Running left, it's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, look at the juke. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Jackson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.